Thank you for participating in this month's webinar. My name is Faith Soduwari, and I'll be your moderator for today. We'll be discussing on the topic network analytics, leveraging data for decision making. And our presenter, Mr. Olumide Amondu, will be taking us on this discussion. If you have any question during the discussion, you can unmute to ask or drop it in the chat box. So, without any further delay, I will call on the presenter, Mr. Olumide. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much for the light introduction, Faith, and good afternoon, everyone, for finding time to join this edition of the webinar. So I would like to share my screen with you. So the topic for today, as said earlier on, is network analytics, leveraging data for decision making. And I will be talking about why network analytics, data collection and processing, net analysis techniques, performance monitoring and optimization. Also be talking about security monitoring and threat detection, visualization, business intelligence. We'll be giving a summary. So let's dive in. So why network analytics involves analyzing data related to network infrastructure, traffic and activity, derive insight and make informed decision, right? So it is very pertinent to lay a background, and the background is for us to talk about what network traffic logs are, because network traffic logs is very crucial in talking about network analytics, because these are records of communication that occur between your device networks, right? So these logs typically include detailed information about source and destination of network traffic, protocols and ports being used, the size and duration. So when you're talking about source and then destination, you're talking about your IP address or your host names of the device. So involved in communication. You're talking about the protocols, the ports and protocols being used. You're talking about the size and duration in terms of bytes. In terms of protocols and ports, you're talking about terms like the TCP, the UDP, ICMP, the port numbers with each communication, providing insights into the types of service and application we use. When you're talking about size and duration, you're talking about logs, about the size and byte duration for each communication, helping to assess the network bandwidth, utilization, and performance. We're talking about timestamps, you're talking about the time it's up for the communication to occur, metadata, the additional information about this, your traffic. So it is very pertinent to understand that network traffic logs are very valuable for network monitoring, security analysis, for your compliance and auditing, which are very crucial, even for your capacity planning, forensic analysis, and network traffic logs overall. They are from very fundamental source of data for network analytics, providing detailed information about network activity, which can be used for monitoring, troubleshooting, security analysis, and strategic decision making. So for performance and monitoring and optimization, it can be overstated that network analytics can be used to monitor performance of network infrastructure to identify these opportunities in your optimization. If you analyze your network traffic patterns, you'll be able to know your performance metrics. As an organization, you identify your bottlenecks, so that you can optimize resource allocation and improve overall network efficiency, which is very crucial. For your security monitoring and threat detection, with our solution, we have a very fantastic solution here, and it can help you to, analyze your network traffic for suspicious behavior, for unusual access patterns and data infiltration attempts. As an organization, you can use them to identify and respond to security incidents in real time, including forensic analysis and capacity planning and predictive maintenance go hand in hand. With our solution, it can help you to look at your history of security with the mirror solution, so you can anticipate future network events and trends. What are the things that have been going on in your network? So how do you intend to plan for the future? Right? These are very, very key with our solution. Mirror solution does that. For visualization, automation is the watchword, is the keyword. So your data visualization is very, 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 very important. Understanding the complex relationship and communicating insights effectively is very important. So for stakeholders, either technical or non-technical, they can use it to analyze, to interpret results and make informed decision. And reporting, either you want the reports to be done, sent via mails, text, you have definite periods, you want these mails to be sent automated, automation is very key for your reporting. You want to see how it's being done, either you want it in any time you want it, you want to set it at any point in time, you want to have it in the morning, you want to have it at exactly 2 p.m. every period, so that you're able to make informed decision at any point in time. So once you are doing all this, you are trying to achieve a particular result, okay, which is the business intelligence, want to decision making, want to have what we call cost optimization and meet regulatory requirements if all these things are in place, right? So cost optimization is very crucial. We want to identify underutilized resources, optimizing network configuration, and streamline network operations, which can help you save significantly, right, while maintaining or improving network performance. We also meet regulatory compliance requirements, related to data privacy, security, and network performances. And by maintaining detailed records of network activity and implementing analytics-driven security controls, you as an organization, you can ensure compliance and regulations. So with the GDPR, with the NDPR, right? Depending on the type of industry that you operate in, right? So you want to meet regulatory solution, with the mirror solution, it helps you to be compliant in any space that you have. So right, so uh, before we can talk about network analytics, it's very important to know that you need to collect this data, you need to process this data. And as an organization, we have a solution that can help you to pick your data, automatically, right? So network analytics begins with a collection of relevant data from network devices like your servers, your applications, and your routers. Where are they coming from? And where are the traffic logs coming from? They are coming from this. So with our solution, it's irrespective of the OEM you're using, it picks information from them, and it does an inventory list of them, tells you to know where they are. It gives you a full grasp of what is going on in your environment, and you have to process this data also automatically. Yes, automatically you can, in an automated way, you can process this data, you can aggregate this data for structural analysis, and data normalization, filtering, in respect of how you want this, you want to visualize this data. It's very, very crucial at this point also. So do you want to talk about the analysis involved? So we have different analysis, machine learning algorithms, data mining, anomaly detection, which is specifically designed to identify unusual patterns or outliers. We want to talk about machine learning, which is increasingly being applied to network data for predictive analysis and anomaly detection and pattern recognition. Graphical analytics is also very crucial also at this point in time. So representing graphs, represent network devices, want to know how or do you want to see it in charts? Do you want to see trends and patterns of what is going on in your network? So we have time series analysis also. You want to see how the patterns on trend of your network over time, right? So very important. So let's move to the next slide. So performance and optimization is very key to any organization who wants to analyze their network, right? And ensures performance monitoring and management of the entire infrastructure in real time. So you want performance monitoring has to enable organizations to monitor their enable their um, organization to monitor the performance of their network infrastructure in real time by analyzing network traffic patterns and device performance metrics and other data, right? You can identify bottlenecks, optimize resource allocation, and improve overall network efficiency, which is very important. Yes. So we need to talk about what we call the real-time monitoring also, which is key to our discussion here. So when you're talking about network analytics, you want to be able to monitor, performance in real time, right? That's the bottom line. This allows you as an organization to monitor the performance of your network infrastructure as events as they occur, enabling proactive identification and response to issues before they escalate, right? Identify bottlenecks, you can pinpoint bottlenecks and congestion, where are the issues, where are the congestion points, where are they? So this helps you to prioritize optimization efforts. So when you do that, you're optimizing resource allocation. It can help you to gain insight into resource utilization across your network. This includes performance metrics like the CPU, bandwidth utilization, memory usage on your organization, or on your network devices, right? And helps you to optimize resource allocation to ensure the critical application and service receive adequate resources by minimizing waste. With our mirror solution, all this can be achieved for optimization, resource allocation, for your quality of service management. It plays that crucial role also, to prioritize network traffic pattern based on some predefined policies. So you need to have like a collaboration within your team to identify what are the key or what are you prioritizing, what are the things you are prioritizing. So when you analyze traffic patterns and performance metrics, you can dynamically allocate bandwidth and prioritize critical applications to ensure consistent performance and meet service level requirements, which is very important. So capacity planning also is very crucial for when you are capacity planning, and when you want to have for future growth, for as application demands, you want to be able to plan as you scale up. You analyze historical traffic patterns and trends to be able to make sure that maybe so that you'll be able to make sure that as their network upgrades expansion, you are anticipating for it, like you're ready for it, right? So optimizing network configuration is a very crucial aspect also that we need to take into cognizance. So for network analytics, this optimization can help you to improve network efficiency, and performance while reducing the risk of configuration errors and security vulnerabilities. This is what our solution Nero does for your continuous improvement, into network performance. It helps you to measure the impact of optimization efforts, like your performance indicators, your performance trends over time. Continuous activity, continuous improvement with it helps you to elevate bottlenecks and improve overall network efficiency. With our mirror solution, helps you to predict, and anticipate prevent network failures and outages. With network analytics, once we are able to analyze historical data on your network device performance, failure rate, you know, will reduce. You can predict that what's likely to fail, and you can schedule for proactive maintenance to prevent downtime, right? So, network analytics and security threat detection is also one of the vital reason why we need network analytics. So for your anomaly detection, for for your for your anomaly detection, it's also very crucial. Like when you analyze network traffic patterns that identify anomalies and deviate from normal activities. So with the network analytics, you're able to identify behavioral analysis of what's going on in your network. When you establish a baseline for normal behavior for different network entities. So when they deviate from it, you can detect the deviation from these baselines. So for your net threats intelligence integration, by correlating network traffic with known indicators um, of compromise and threat intelligence sources, you can identify connections to malicious IPs, domains, or file hashes, and block or mitigate threats before they cause harm. Identification of advanced threats by analyzing the network traffic for sophisticated attack techniques such as command and control communications, lateral movement, and data exfiltration. Organization can detect and respond to advanced threat before they escalate. Right? Incident investigation and forensics is also very crucial. Continuous monitoring hunting is very, very, very important. And this proactive approach helps you to identify and neutralize threat before they cause significant damage. So compliance and regulatory requirements is going to be met, such as the GDPR, the NDPR, and depending on the industry you have. So another aspect that we would like to discuss is the visualization of network data. The topology, the topology is very, very crucial. Network topology mapping. So network analysis visualization helps you to represent complex data in a visual format to facilitate understanding, for decision making. So, like I said, topology mapping is very crucial also. Like for network topology, the maps represent the physical or logical layout. This is what our solution does so very well. For network devices, the connections and relationships, helps it to map how they are connected logically. Right. So for your traffic flows, visualization, analyze within showing the volume and direction of data between different devices and subnet. So the flow visualization can help you to identify congestion point bottlenecks and abnormal traffic patterns that may indicate security threats or performance issues, such as heat maps and circuit diagrams, code diagrams, which can be used to represent traffic flows. Performance metrics dashboard is very crucial also for being able to get real-time insight to network performance, including bandwidth, utilization, packet loss, and error rates, right? So such as trend, perhaps bar chart can be used to visualize performance metrics, right? So we have what we also call the geographical visualization. So you're able to know the location of your network devices, the IP devices, traffic source, to identify regional trends, monitor global network performance, and detect anomalies such as unauthorized access from unusual location. We have other ones like application usage visualization and threat integration visualization. So why are we doing all this? Why are we doing it? For business intelligence and decision making, which is very crucial. Business intelligence and decision making, such as for network analysis, it involves leveraging data-driven insight for network-related data to support strategic decision making and enhance business operation. So such as performance and optimization, which is very, very crucial for for organizations to identify trends and patterns and outliers that impact network performances. Cost optimization is one of the reasons why you need network analytics. So you want to be able to reduce operational expenses while maintaining or improving performances, right? So your capacity planning and forecasting, like I said, and even business impact is also very crucial. By analyzing data on network traffic, application usage, and user behavior, organization can predict when network capacity will be exceeded and plan infrastructure upgrade or expansion accordingly. Business impacts also, so you want to know how network analysis can help you to improve network performances, application performances, and user experience, which is very key. So for your risk management and compliance also, which helps you to provide stakeholder with visibility into effectiveness of security controls and status of compliance initiatives, which enable you to make data-driven decisions to reduce risk exposure and safeguard sensitive data. Vendor service provider management also is other aspects that you want to leverage on network analytics data. So your key performance indicators such as service availability and response times to customer satisfaction. So these are the key things that you also want to look at. So like I said, our mirror solution is very proactive for your monitoring, visibility, and reporting, automated discovery and inventory management, and it's a vendor agnostic solution, irrespective of this OEM you are currently using. You can pick data from them, irrespective of them, or you can have everything in just one single environment, right? For your performance and management, for flexible KPIs, visibility, transparency, for your real-time visualization, it helps you very well. For your root cause analysis, fault management, to identify congestion points, identify bottlenecks, and know how you can be able to troubleshoot and handle issues on time. So for your network configuration and change management, helps you, for your end of life, end of service, very crucial. Why do you need Mirror? For your complete observability into the entire network infrastructure, identify uptime and performance for reliable service delivery, automated response to prevent hotspots and outright service failure, expert remediation to resolve issues before customer calls, flexible KPI definition, network configuration and change management, automated root cause, and impact analysis for fast troubleshooting. Thank you very much. I will be expecting questions, from you.
Thank you, Mr. Olumide, for that insightful presentation. Now it's time for a question. If you have any question, drop it in the chat box, or you can signify by raising up your hand. There's a question from Chisolglad, and it says, how do you identify and prioritize the key metrics and KPIs that drive decision-making within your organization?
Okay, so how do you prioritize? The most important thing is that you first of all need to have a clear objective and have what we call collaboration amongst all the stakeholders involved, right? So once you do that, be able to look at your traffic patterns, look at the usage, you're able to understand how well you're able to, based on the network data that you're getting, be able to know, okay, this is the objective, this is what you really want to get, this is what we want to do. Then you bring it down to be able to analyze those data and at the end of the day, be able to know, okay, these are the things we want to achieve in the next this particular period, so that you can use it to support strategic decision making.
Thank you very much, Mr. Olumide. Ms. Chisolglad, I hope that answers your question. Does anyone have a question? Is there any more question you can signify or drop it in the chat box? Oh, there's a question from Christine. It says, What makes the solution mentioned different from other solutions regarding data analysis?
Okay, so in terms of this solution, apart from the fact that our solution can help you to collect data from multiple sources of OEMs, right? Because when you're talking about network analytics, first of all, it starts from collection of data. So are you able to collect, see what's going on in all your environment, which is very, very crucial. And with our solution, it helps you to unify data in a consistently, like for discovery and for inventory, for topology, be able to see the logical representation of how all your devices are interconnected. The auto start is automated. Let me just use the word automated. Everything you're doing with our solution is automated
Yes.
in terms of your reporting, in terms of your automating root cause analysis, fault state processing for efficient handling. And this can be done in a very large environment, irrespective of how large your environment is. You can get, value for network analytics.
Thank you very much, Mr. Olumide, for that. Mr. Wilson, I hope that answers your question. Is there any more question? Okay, if there are no more questions, that brings us to the end of today's webinar. If you have any concern, please send us an email or you can call the phone number displayed on the screen. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platform. We are on LinkedIn, we are on Facebook, we are on Twitter. Thank you once again and do have a wonderful day ahead.